Hi, this is Rukshar Dhillon. You're watching Bollywood Hungama. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon.
We have this talented Rukshar Dhillon. We've seen her in Bhangra Paa, and there's much more that is awaiting her in Bollywood as well as the South industry. Pleasure having you on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us, how was the experience of doing your first film, getting it out this year itself?
I think it was amazing. Overall, it was something that I haven't done before. In fact, the kind of South films I've done, I've never danced in them. So, for me, doing a dance film, which involves so much of, acting scope as well, and a great story for me to explore so many things about myself as well. So, I think it was great. I really thoroughly enjoyed the process.
What is it that we can see from you in due course sometime from here on? I believe you have a deal with RSVP, that is Ronnie Screwvala
so
Productions.
we're looking at more films with. I'm looking at more films with them, and there are other offers as well. So yeah, hopefully soon something comes out.
Your movie was supposed to release some time back, then it got pushed, and two movies came up simultaneously. First week of January, and good news is already there in the theaters. It's a tough industry.
Yeah, definitely it is. No doubt about that.
So what are the learning experiences that you had?
I think the learning experiences I've had, for me in this industry, it's not been, not even been a year actually. I mean, I've just come here. I think I've learned here is just, everyone has their own path and their own journey. You can't relate, the way you want to go about your profession or your journey to another person. What's destined for you will happen, and I think you have to just go with the flow. That's what I've learned. Just be yourself and, just take up whatever you believe in. Keep doing that and just keep trying to be better at your craft every day. Even if the days you're not working, you're not shooting, there's something that you can learn every day which you can implement in your work. So I think that's what I've learned, and yeah, that's what I'm going by also.
And how's the experience of being part of a film that is helmed by Ronnie Screwvala Production? Because I think Ronnie Screwvala is a visionary, and he has I think he has a world view and view towards the movies which is truly spectacular. What is the learning experience that you had interacting with him?
The fact that he was doing something different from, the films that had come out last year from his side. I think everyone was really looking forward to it, and, we all were really excited to get together this kind of film that got Bhangra out as such a, strongly rooted cultural dance form. Working with him was amazing. I think I was really grateful to the fact that he believed I could execute this role and be a part of this film. So I think I'm really grateful for the fact that he gave me my launch, and that's what everyone waits for, and that's what everyone works hard for. So I'm glad that it happened with this film.
When you see promo of maybe Love Aajkal comes around, and you see Alia and Shahid Kapoor, she's having a ghost stories on Netflix, and so many other youngsters were there. What is your takeaway like? Do you feel that it's like a really tough industry, and if you have to make a mark, what all is it required from you? Do you think from that perspective?
I don't think in terms of how they are doing, and on basis of that judge the toughness or the competition or whatever anyone, whatever word anyone calls it. For me, it is, I think, when I watch a trailer, example like Love Aajkal, or when I watch Alia act or Janvi act, I think it's always really nice to watch because they're fresh. The way they act and what they bring to the table is something that you just love watching. And at the end of it, I never forget that I'm not only an actor, but I'm an audience as well. So, when I watch them, when I watch a trailer, I always watch it from an audience perspective. I never watch it from a perspective of the fact that as an actor, because when I'm watching it, I'm an audience. And I think for me, like I told you, everyone has their own journey, and everyone, carves their own way. No doubt that every field is competitive. It's not necessarily only the field that we are in. Every field is competitive. But I also believe that if you keep working and you keep striving at what you want and you work hard, I'm sure you'll, get the results for it. Because even when they were casting for Bhangra Paa, there were a lot of girls they auditioned for, and when I backed it, I knew that it was something that I was really dedicated to, getting my first Hindi break. And it did take me some time. It was not like, pehli audition mein se mil gayi. Even Bhangra Paa audition took, a lot of time. It had different rounds, and it went on for about a month before I finally, came on board. So I just feel like it's their own path and journey, and I'm really happy the way my journey started. So I'm just looking at that actually.
Tell us something about your South journey, because you've done several films down South. Tell us something about it.
I, in fact, started my career with a film called Run Antony, which was in Kannada. So we lived in Bangalore. I mean, we live in Bangalore, and I went there for higher studies before from Goa. We shifted to Bangalore, and when I finished college, I started getting a few offers for, doing a couple of TVCs and all that, because I taken part in a beauty pageant, just as just exploring things when you're a teenager. What do you want to do? What do you want to become? So I was just trying to figure out what I wanted in life, and I think this is something I ended up realizing I really enjoy, acting. And I did my first Kannada film in which I played a suicide bomber. So it was quite an intense role for my first, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think that experience gave me a lot of thought and insight to what I want to do as an actor, what I would want to make my journey like. And then I did 3 Telugu films. So the journey down south was amazing. I think it really laid a strong foundation for me to learn a lot of things that I could even implement in my journey here and my film here that I did. So I think it's been a great learning experience. I worked with some brilliant teams and brilliant actors. So I think I've gained a lot from it, and I'm always very thankful to the fact that I started my journey there. And I mean, it's a great industry, booming so high and doing so well. So I think I'm really privileged that I was a part of it.
Give us the name of a few of the film that you've been part of, and a few of the actors, because some of them have been reasonably big stars.
The first film that I did in Telugu was a film called Akatai, so that was with a new team. And my second film was with actor called Nani, which was called Krishnarchana Yuddham. And then my third film was with Alu Sirish, which was called American Born Confused.
Alu Sirish, I just met him.
Oh yeah?
Alu Arjun's brother.
Yes,
I just met him in Hyderabad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my last film was with him, which released last year in May. And then I was busy training and shooting for Bhangra Paa.
So while I'm talking to you, your communication skills, I think, are really good.
Thank you so much.
We've spoken to several actresses many a times. They're not very fluent with their thought process and the way they speak.
Okay.
Have you worked on it?
Worked on it as in not like practice it ki I need to speak like this. I think it all comes a lot from learning and experience. I know I've not gained a lot of experience, but I think these things just come with life lessons basically. The kind of family, the kind of upbringing you have, and the friends you're surrounded by, family you're surrounded by. I think they really make a huge difference in clearing your thought process. Even I've had days when I was growing up and when I was doing work in the industry, when I was really confused and, I didn't know what I was doing and where I'm going. And like how you said, my thought processes seem clear now because I've really tried clearing them out in the course of time. When you start off, your thought process is really blur, like every, young teenage person. It is really blurred and hazy. I think as you consciously know and learn what is good for you and what you really decide you want to do, I think then you make more you have stronger opinions, you have stronger decisions. And I think as you go on those paths, you start believing your decision was right, or your thought process was right. And then you work on it as you move ahead. So I think it's been a lot of even self-talking, I think, telling yourself that I think this is right, this is not right. It does involve work for sure.
No, I think it's a very important facet. And having spoken to a lot of actors and actresses, I can say that it's something which is very important. It surely comes in handy. Yes. Okay, and talking about having opinions, I was reading one of your interviews. You've expressed your opinion about this entire JNU incident, the way it happened.
Yes.
And a young person like you, do these images bother you?
Definitely. I think it's just because we aren't, we were not present in that particular situation when it happened. That doesn't mean it doesn't bother us. I think anything that happens around us, around, like it is in an environment that is eventually going to affect us and everyone around us. And it did. I think, like my opinion stated, that, it is very unfortunate. When I was in college, I never had imagined something like this would happen, to me or to anyone. Because it's a time where you're just growing up, you're exploring, you're learning things, and you can never imagine, suddenly out of the blue something like this happening to you. And you never expect it. It's like, it's like example, when you're walking on a dark street in the middle of the night, you'll probably be aware enough कि कुछ शायद, you're aware of it कि शायद कुछ हो जाए, just be alert, just be careful. But when you're in an environment like that, you don't even have to, because that's something you'll never expect to happen to you. And the fact that it did is extremely unfortunate. I think it makes my heart really heavy to even think about something like that happening. But the way people say, be aware, whatever, because of certain situations, we end up getting divided. But the fact that when something like this happens and we stand together as one, irrespective of religion, profession, or anything, I think that is something that, we need to really look up to. Like the way we all sit together as one against something that was totally wrong. So I think that is something that's really strong that we hold as a nation, the unity. And I think that really shows about in these kind of situations, and it did. So I think that's something that was the positive thing that happened there.
What are the sort of films that you like to be part of?
Well, a lot. I mean,
You played a
I
suicide
just,
bomber, so
yeah.
it seems that you would like to do unorthodox stuff as well.
I think it's all about. I would want to definitely explore a variety of genres because, as an actor, you always like doing something new, experimenting. I think this is the reason I even chose this profession because I was never the one who would, I think, do a desk job. I was not the 9 to 6 kind of person. I always wanted to do something different and new, and explore different sides of me. So I think. The films that would really appeal to me would definitely be something where when someone walks out of the theater it would just be like a thought in their mind about something that has they've taken away from the film or something that that they just think about it, like you have a little bit of thought that you carry from the film and you kind of process it in your mind about why is it like this or what it is like this, just something that people carry, those kind of films. But in terms of if you speak specifically in terms of genres, then I think like a real story, something biopic you could say, but something like a real life event, I would really love to do something like that, or something historic. I would love to play any historic character. I think that's something that's appealed to me since even before I thought of being an actor. So I think something like that for sure.
And what is the importance of your family and friends? I still remember your mom's 50th birthday, I believe.
Yes.
Was on 11th October.
Yeah, and mine was on 12th.
Yours was on 12th.
Yeah.
Okay, and you were super excited for that.
Yeah.
So how important is your family and your friends and your life away from your work? How important is that?
I think it is who you are and who you will always be. I think they are extremely important in terms of everything, your encouragement, the strength that they give you. I think the fact that I know I have like a whole army behind me in terms of my family and friends, I'm not scared of, facing anything. I'm not scared of, whatever comes my way. I know it's not only me fighting it alone. I have, my whole family and friends with me. So I think definitely they're very important to keep you grounded, to keep you balanced in terms of your mind, in terms of your headspace. And I've not really, no one has been in the industry from my family, and they've really encouraged me to, be like, देखो मुश्किल है पर you focus, and we know that my mom always says ये जब कुछ ठान लेती है तो मतलब उसको ये चाहिए उसको ये करना ही करना, even if I tell her कि like they have this thing ना कि if it's not happening they be like you कुछ और कर ले, keep it as a backup or try something else. A lot of parents do that and say that, and because they're worried. But I think with me, she was like totally that, you go for it completely and don't worry, I'm always there to have, I have your back. So yeah, I think they're very important.
Rapid fire with Rukshar Dhillon. Whose Bollywood debut you like more, SRK or Hrithik Roshan?
SRK, so yeah.
Why do you like that more?
I've always been a fan of him, and actually if you keep saying my name, it sounds like his name.
Shah Rukh.
No, just keep saying my name, will become...
Rukshar.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
No one did. My school friends had. But having said that, I just
That's interesting.
That's interesting. No,
yeah. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
What is the first thing you noticed about your co-star, Sunny Kaushal?
First thing, that he's extremely humorous and pulls everyone's leg a lot. Like, he keeps troubling everyone.
If you could choose your nickname, what would it be?
I have one.
What is it?
It's Honey.
Honey. Okay.
But I don't know. No, I can't choose it because I already have one and it's in my head.
Complete the sentences. I'm a die-hard fan of
Shah Rukh Khan.
I'm desperate to work with.
Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir.
Who's always on phone, you or Sunny Kaushal?
I think both. Yeah. Both. Maybe him a little more. I think so.
At a party, on which song would you dance with following celebrities? Varun Dhawan.
Okay. I think right now he's Muqabla, I think, maybe. So that.
Tiger Shroff.
I think. Which song? I like that Mere Naal Tu Bise Dab Bajana. And that song is really nice. It's quirky.
Madhuri Dixit.
I don't think I would dance with her. I would just watch her dancing.
Okay, you just watch her dance.
Yeah, I mean, because I would just be too nervous to dance with her.
Ranveer Singh.
That's like, yeah,
okay.
Ultimate.
If you were a private investigator,
Okay.
who is that one celebrity that you would go after?
I think Ranveer Singh. I just want to know, like, the way he has so much energy and, what he thinks. And it's just very interesting. His life looks very fascinating.
Which filmy character you would like to date?
Shit, socha nahi. I think Vicky Kaushal in Razi.
Vicky Kaushal in Razi.
Yeah.
Why is that? That's a very interesting choice.
Yeah, he looks firstly really handsome, and the officer, like, because I'm from the army background as well. So for me, like, I have like this whole like I think officers in the uniform look really really
But he's a
handsome.
Pakistani officer.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You said character, but not. It
Acha,
doesn't.
okay.
It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's just about the way his softness balanced with the whole
Music.
yeah, just like the whole aura of that character looks pretty nice.
If you could spend a day with any Bollywood actor, who would it be apart from Shah Rukh Khan?
I think, Vidya Balan, ma'am, because I think everyone says she's a lot of fun and everyone says such amazing things about her. I've never met her. She's a lot of fun and she keeps making everyone smile and laugh. So I really want to spend the day with her and have a good time.
No, I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
That's a really good
I've
choice.
heard a lot about her. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Which new generation actors you really look up to and like their work?
Sara Ali Khan.
Why?
I think she's very herself and she's very spontaneous. She doesn't, like how you said, don't think. She doesn't think. She just goes with the flow.
First celebrity crush?
You know it.
Apart from Shah Rukh Khan.
I think Shahid Kapoor also was my celebrity crush. I remember I watched Ishvishk, that cute college boy. I really liked him in that.
Don't tell us what age you were because he wouldn't like it.
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay. According to you, who is India's biggest superstar?
India's biggest superstar, Shah Rukh Khan. Who else?
Who is one actor that you would like to go for a romantic date?
Oh my god, you're gonna just kill me if I say the same name. Because he's like the epitome of romance. So who can else I can think, oh okay, chalo, I'll take another name. Probably him only, na? He's just too charming. I mean, like I don't know. Really, even if I want to think, I can't think of another name because he's so charming. I mean, Shah Rukh sir, he's so charming. Everyone said such great things. I've never met him. It's a dream.
You have not met Shah Rukh Khan?
No.
Interesting.
Really looking forward to it.
Last movie you watched and totally loved it?
It's been a while, but I think instantly it just came to my mind. I think it's been a while, I know, but Bajrangi Bhaijaan was a film that I really, really liked. Or even Dear Zindagi, in fact. It just came to my mind. Recently, I can't remember anything, but those two films have been there on my mind.
Hrithik Roshan or Shahid Kapoor, whom would you choose as your dance teacher?
I think Shahid Kapoor. Hrithik is like how will I even learn from him? He's too amazing also, and like Shahid is like also amazing, but
You're just letting the good looks come into the part.
No,
In your choice.
No, nothing
You
like
are.
that. Oh my god, Hrithik is like also very good looking.
Right.
No. I think I can't choose both. So Shahid, yeah. Because he was a Shamak student too, and so was I.
Acha, like that.
Yeah, also. So it's
Okay.
from the same thing.
So everything has a
Connection.
like a backstory and a correct connection.
Thoda bahut.
Okay, that's interesting. So Rukshar Dhillon, wonderful talking to you and great to know your clarity of thoughts and your point of view. And I hope that Shah Rukh Khan watches this
Oh
interview.
god,
I hope he does. And thank you very much and all the best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Rukshar Dhillon. You're watching Bollywood Hungama. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon.